when you hear my voice, just let your ears stay open. No straining, no trying to remember. Each word falls like a drop of water into soil. It will soak in on its own. Do you remember the city mornings? Sunlight slipping through the blinds, the smell of coffee at the alley, the low hum of traffic. I wrapped all that for you so every sunrise tells you the day is a gift. I never charge for light, never ask you to sign a receipt. Just open your eyes, breathe the dawn, and let your heart shout. Today the Father still loves me and lets me live one more day. Sometimes you think love has to be loud, with big gifts and big words. I am different. I like to hide in small things. A cup of hot tea from a friend, a single green tree in a strip of concrete, a soft song in a familiar cafe, letters I send with no stamp. If you pay attention, your mailbox is full every day. You complain, why do I feel your love so little? I'm not absent, you're just busy. Busy with screens, busy calculating, busy gathering worries. I don't blame you, I know the human heart, but try this. Every morning before your hand touches the phone, close your eyes for 2 breaths. On the first, whisper, Father, I'm here. On the next, hear me answer, I'm here too. That's enough to clear the road for the day. You say, Father, I sin a lot. My heart is heavy. I know. We all walk fast in the rain and mud sticks to our shoes. I'm not hiding with a whip. I'm under the porch holding a warm towel. When you're muddy, I wave, come here. You step in. I kneel and wipe each toe like a mother washing her child's face. No scolding. When I'm done, I let you rest and softly ask, from where will you start again today? Once you called yourself weak, repeating the same fault. I remember watching a child learn to walk, falling again and again. Every time it falls, it looks up for its mother's eyes, then stands. My eyes are the same. The number of falls doesn't matter. If you still want to rise, I still hold out my hand. Lent is the time to reheat the soup of love until it trembles. Where's the fire? In your own choice to give a few quiet minutes. Sit still, eyes closed, breathe, and let each breath name a grace. The grace of being alive, of still having parents, of tonight's meal, of a friend who listens. Count graces like grains of rice poured into a jar, and your heart will warm. You fear life's surprises, job loss, sickness, loss. I won't pull every thorn from your path, but I promise to walk beside you. When you stumble, I steady you. When you cry, I sit. Sometimes I'm silent, not because I've left, but so you can hear your own heart. My beat is inside it. At night when you toss and gray hairs grow, place a hand on your belly and breathe deep. As it rises, say, Father, live in me. As it falls, whisper, let me live in you. Do it 10 times. Your heart will slow, eyelids grow heavy, mind clear like a roof after rain. Sleep, I'll keep watch. Now, a word about family. At dinner, don't let each person have a screen, each a world. Instead, ladle another spoon of soup, give your wife an extra piece of fish, ask the little one about school. Laughter in the kitchen is the best incense for me. I prefer your lively house to church bells. Sons, daughters, parents, spouses, all will come home to me sooner or later. That day, money in the bank can't buy one more minute together. So while you still breathe the same air, love each other well. Hug your mother while you can. Hold your father's warm hand. Say sorry before the word is late. You ask, Father, how do I love strangers? Start with a smile. At the convenience store, smile at the cashier. Have a good day. She thanks you, her heart light, yours too. Loving people isn't only big charity gifts. Sometimes it's leaving room for another car, picking up trash, texting an old friend. How are you these days? Each small act is a matchstick. Together they make a fire that warms the city. I hear you say work is tight. You swim in targets and deadlines, and you're tired. At lunch break, shut the laptop, walk to the corridor, and watch the sky for 3 minutes. Look closely at clouds between glass towers to remember you're not a cog, you're human. When you return, your heart will be wider and your head clearer. You say, Father, I want to pray long, but don't know what to say. That's fine. I like you sitting with me more than speaking just to speak. Silence is also speech, like two old people on a park bench saying nothing, yet the whole street knows they love each other. Sometimes you're angry with me. You pray and get no answer. You feel I'm unfair. I understand. I don't want you to pretend. Say it. I'm angry, Father. I listen, not offended. Anger will fade as long as you keep the door of dialogue open. Closing it is the danger. Remember the prodigal son? The father ran out, hugged him, didn't wait for the confession. Picture me standing at the corner of your life too. As soon as you turn, I run first. At times life feels pointless. Look at a grain of rice in a pot. It must rot in soil, endure dark and damp, then sprout. The pain you bear today may be the moist earth for tomorrow's joy. Don't judge the story before the chapter ends. You ask, Father, how do I know your will? I usually speak through ordinary things, the urge to do good, peace, after a decision, advice from someone who lives honestly. My will isn't hidden in thunderclouds, but peeks out at cafes, apartment steps, the call of conscience. When you've hurt someone, don't fear to apologize. A sorry doesn't lower you, it lifts both of you. Likewise, when someone says sorry, practice saying, I forgive. Forgiving them unlocks your own chains. During Lent, you might give up something, a milk tea, a scroll session, to remember the needy. But remember, giving up isn't for self-praise. It's to make room for love to enter. You've listened for half an hour now. If your eyes are wet, let the tears fall. They wash the dust of the heart. I catch every drop and keep it. None is wasted. Dream big. I'm glad. But don't forget small joys. Folding your blanket neatly, smelling fresh bread, hearing your favorite song from across the street. Whoever tends small things stands firm when big things come. You fear death. I know. But think of death as moving from a rented flat to a house of light, living with me. No back pain, no electric bills. With that in mind, you'll live today more fully because you know where home is. At night in the dark room, listen to your heart, beat by beat. I tap the same rhythm. If your heart stops, I'll carry you across the river. So don't fear. While it beats, love with all you've got. Now I bless you. I place my hand on your head, smooth your messy hair, whisper, you are my joy. Take a deep breath and let those words sink into your blood. When you breathe out, give the world a gentle smile. The circle of love keeps turning. When this recording ends, I don't. I walk with you to the street, the kitchen, the bed. Whenever you want to speak, just call Father. No ritual, no long speech. I always answer, I hear you. Now close your eyes and rest. Let the background music cradle you. I sit beside you, keeping watch. Tomorrow we start a new day with the first breath of promise. I am in you